For less than the sale of a full hold of RMC, you can outfit your Vulture for maximum survival, minimum visibility while salvaging, with a whisper quiet radar signature at full stealth and maximum shield strength of 6,720 hit points. Just the thing for the new salvage contracts in Pyro or panel hunting at Stanton's Lagrange points. For the new or unfamiliar, here's an absolute crash course to ship stealth in Star Citizen. With loadouts, we're focusing on detection stealth, which is our visibility on radar and HUD markers, dictated by our ship emissions that you can see on your power management MFD. All powered ship components generate heat, which is dissipated by your coolers using heat exchangers. Thruster burn also contributes to your IR signature, and there is a settling time after first powering up your ship. EM is generated by any electrical component on your ship, and using power management can drastically reduce this signature, along with the types and grades of components you use. Cross-section is the physical size, shape and surface of the ship's hull, based on your front, side and top profiles. For our trusty Vulture, facing someone head-on will reduce your detection range to 3.3 kilometers, side-facing 6 kilometers, and if you were to present yourself like a turkey ready for stuffing, 12.5. Detection is based on your highest emission, minus the ambient, multiplied by the observer's radar constant. Meaning, if you are salvaging in a dense asteroid field and your highest signature is EM at 12 kilometers, but your ambient EM is 13 kilometers, your detection range will switch to the next highest emission. So, on with the loadout. Some may disagree with me on the choice of shields, but I find that running 3 Targa shield generators for 6,720 hit points and a 302 per second regen rate outweighs running full stealth. These competition generators have low hit points themselves, but given how we're more about survival than head-on combat, I feel like it's worth it. You can get these from Everest Harbour above Hurston at the same time as you pick up your left side abrade scraper module. Whilst at Hurston, weapons-wise, I do have attritions fitted, but for the majority of the time they're turned off unless an NPC appears in the belt. You can get these by taking the green line from Teaser Spaceport to Hurston headquarters, then just keep to the right, or they're available from Pyro stations. If you wanted to fit a stealth quantum drive for drastically lower EM signature when in nav mode, the Zephyr can be bought at Cousin Crow's, but it is quite thirsty, so I prefer the Drift for its distance and fuel usage efficiency. It's available at all Pyro stations, HRL2 or Grimhex. Just remember that you need to remove the jump module first and then save the loadout before changing your quantum drive and then replacing the jump module again. For the power plants and coolers, we'll pop over to Crusader and then down to Cousin Crow's at Orison. Just take the Providence platform shuttle from the spaceport and then to the opposite side of the platform and down to your left. I run 2 Delta Max power plants, which doesn't give us all systems max power, but as this is a stealth build that leans on power management, we don't need it to be. There's still plenty of power to distribute should we need to. Cooler-wise, we aren't going to need much, so you can either run 1 or 2 vapor blocks. To reduce IR, if I'm running 2, I always have one disabled anyway, but depending on the quantum drive, you might want to have both running within nav mode. On the topic of cooling, one thing you'll likely experience is heat creep, where your IR will climb to a certain point and not drop below it. This happens with a ship that's been alive for a long time, and fully powering down doesn't cure it. So if you notice this, claim your ship to freshen up your IR and keep it low. I'll leave the Urkel link for this loadout down below, along with a link to a very detailed article on Star Citizen's radar and stealth mechanics on the Doctrine. What's your favourite Vulture fit? Let us know in the comments down below, and for more Star Citizen guides, bug workarounds and more, please be sure to subscribe. And until the next one, fellow citizens, fly safe and salvage stealthy.